feminism has become kind of the default core belief system of probably the majority of young women in particular.
Yeah.
And my question is, do you think feminism primes young women to accept the political left? Because when you think about it, feminism talks about tearing down inherited social norms, hierarchies, the value of the family. The left does a lot of that as well. Do you think that feminism has also primed young women to move to the left?
Yeah, that's a interesting and big question. And I think modern iterations of what I would call victimhood feminism certainly do. So, I mean, I consider myself a feminist, but I'm a classically liberal feminist. I believe that women should have, the same opportunities as men. And, I draw on the work of Mary Wollstonecraft, who wrote The Vindication of the Rights of Women, who encouraged women to get decent educations and be rational beings so that they could exercise moral choice and virtue. Paradoxically, I see a lot of feminism today is actually being infantilizing of women and wants to promote the idea that women like us are victims of this invisible patriarchy and these structural forces. And I think that's actually a reversion back to, the social dynamics where women were sort of kept under paternalistic control. But if we look at feminism today as it is often usually practiced and how it promotes this conception of women as being victims, it does. I think it does promote ideas and behaviours that are often not in women's best interests. This idea that, any movement that pits the genders against each other, I think is toxic. I would agree with that.
And as a classical liberal, I'm curious how you kind of rationalize some of the consequences of feminism. Because even if we just look at the data now around abortions, it's about a third of pregnancy and in abortions, 25% of kids are growing up in fatherless homes.
Right.
Mental health among young women has basically never been worse, even though we are richer and more prosperous than we ever have been in human history. So when you look at all that, do you think feminism has on the whole been positive or negative for women?
I think it's mixed, right? So I think it's mixed. I think it's important to point out that we have these serious problems such as the mental health crisis in young women and families, the lack of family formation and the lack of babies being born is serious problems. And it's serious not just for the West, it's a global, the declining birth rate is a global phenomenon. And the reasons for, for example, the declining birth rate are complex. It's not just a result of women going into the workplace and it's not just a result of feminism. But I would caution against romanticizing the past too much because even with even if we take the example of women falling pregnant out of wedlock, a lot of babies, had to be were taken away from their mothers. A lot of babies were given up. In medieval times, there were baskets put out where women who couldn't raise babies on their own would place babies in baskets, and I think it's actually a good thing that, it's obviously not ideal for women to be having children out of wedlock. I don't think that's a good outcome, but I think, we might romanticize the past in thinking that women didn't find themselves in these really precarious situations. If you read Thomas Hardy, you will see these absolutely tragic stories of women having their lives ruined because they got pregnant and, they got raped and then they got pregnant, the test of the D'Urbervilles. So I think we have made progress and I think we've made important progress for women. I think it's as a mother myself, I'm glad that I have the rights that I do as a mother and a parent. And as a woman, I'm glad that I was able to go and get an education, and I'm glad that I'm able to run a business, and there are no opportunities that are not available to me. I'm grateful for that. At the same time, I think it's important to acknowledge these trade-offs and downsides as you describe. And I think it's probably a little bit too simplistic to say it's all because of feminism, but it's a range of things: technology, sexual revolution, changing norms. If we put it all together, then we have to look at those problems, and we have to look at them honestly.